Hello, welcome back for our reading block. So I'm going to start off. We have this book here. It's called Corduroy that we're going to be working in today, and you can see the book on the screen. All right, so for our lesson today, we're finishing off from yesterday. The objective, or by the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify the characters in a story and also ask questions about the character in order to understand the story. So here I have this book. Let me go back. I have this book here. And the first thing I want to ask you, who is the character in this story? And you can take the time to pause the video. Who is the character in this story? All right. The character in this story is Corduroy. That is his name. If you look here, this is the title of the book. His name is Corduroy, if you're familiar with this book. Before I start, let's go over the parts of the book. So when you first grab a book, the very first thing you see is called the front cover. This is the front cover of the book. On the front cover, you will find the title and the author. So this book was written by Don Freeman. That means that Don Freeman wrote the words that you will see in this book. And then every book has an illustrator. Don Freeman happened to also be the person that drew all of the colorful pictures. So let's take a picture walk through the book and let's look at all of the colorful pictures that you will see. Let's take a picture walk through the book. Analyzing the pictures, you want to look for maybe what's going to happen. Oh, I've seen that before. That's an escalator. The picture walkers, when you're just going through, looking at the pictures, maybe making some predictions or guesses about what the story is about. Oh, so he's on a bed. He's going to pull a button off. I see here, looks like he's missing a button on his jumper. He made the lamp fall. Oh, there's a police officer. Here's a flashlight. Maybe he's in trouble. Not sure. Looks like he was hiding. Oh, but maybe he got found. I don't know. Looks like this girl maybe likes him. Oh, looks like she maybe bought him. I don't know. So I'm excited to see. And she took him home. Looks like he got a button. And that is my picture walk. So today we're just looking at the front cover and the title. The author is Don Freeman. He did what? Wrote the words, wrote the story, and then the illustrator drew the pictures. All right, so let's get started. Again, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify characters in the story and ask questions in order to understand the story. So let's go to identifying characters. What is a character? A character is a person or an animal in a story. When you are reading or listening to a story, you're going to ask 3 questions. What do the characters say? What do the characters do? And how do the characters feel? You're going to ask questions about the character, and it helps you to understand the story. Now, in this story, remember it says a character is a person or an animal. Sometimes they give animals or things, toys, anything like that, they give them human-like qualities. So we know that this bear in real life can't really do that, but they've given him human-like features. So he does things like a human. So you might want, that's something you could find in common. Now, I'm going to read. I want you to listen carefully as I read aloud this story. Corduroy. Story and pictures by Don Freeman. Now, when I read from left to right. So this is my left side of the paper. I'm going to read all the way across. And go back down, read all the way across from left to right, left to right. You may want to stop and practice moving your fingers left to right across your book that you brought to our reading time. All right, let's start. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then, one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Now I want to stop here. So who are the characters? So there are 3 characters in this story right now. Who are those 3 characters? And you can pause the video to identify them. All right. So our 3 characters, we have Corduroy here. He's the bear in the story. So he's a teddy bear. What color are his overalls? Okay, green overalls, so I can ask that question. So Corduroy is the teddy bear here. He is brown. He has green overalls. What else maybe I notice about him? What else questions can you ask about him or answer about him? Then we have the girl. So they haven't given this girl a name yet, but here's the girl. I know that she has a white scarf on her head. She has black hair. And she has a cute pink jacket. I like that pink jacket. So we have 2 characters right now. We have Corduroy. We have the girl. Oh, and our 3rd one right now in the store, we have her mother. And I know her mother has on this blue jacket, and she has a nice fuzzy hat on. And she's holding some bags. She has a pink purse. So those are ways that I can identify my characters, and I even took the time to describe them. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Then one morning, excuse me, we already read that page. Turn to the next one. Again, I'm tracking with my finger, reading from left to right. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight, I'll go and see if I can find it." So if you look here, Corduroy's missing his button. See the girl, she's walking away. They're both sad that she has to leave him. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. He stepped off the escalator and it reached the next floor. And there, before his eyes, was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I've always wanted to live in a palace." Where is he? Is he really in a palace? He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled into a large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button!" he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. And toppled just means fell, so he fell over. Bang! Into the tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Uh-oh. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. So in the mall, here we have a new character coming in. It's the person that watches over the mall at night. And so this is our new character coming into the story. "Now, who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding in here." He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. Who could it be? "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night, I counted what I saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." Oh, so she's going to get Corduroy. "Shall I put him in the box for you?" the sales lady said. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, as she carried Corduroy home in her arms. So guess what? They've now given the little girl a name. So what is this little girl's name? This character now has a name. What is it? That's right. Her name is Lisa. The little girl with the pink jacket and the white scarf, her name is Lisa. The bear's name is what? Corduroy. All right, let's keep going. As she ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. And this brings us to the back cover of our book. So let's go back. So we were able to identify the characters in this story. I've modeled this for you. Now you are going to work. We're going to go back. Our part that we're going to do together. And you are going to be recording yourself on Flipgrid answering some questions. So let's go back to let's go to this page. I want you to answer 3 questions. The first question, who are the 3 characters in this story? Who are the 3 main characters? Or excuse me, the 2 main characters in the story. There are 2 main characters. I want you to tell me who they are. Then I want you to tell me one thing that Corduroy said, one thing that Lisa said in the story, and I want you to tell me how Corduroy feels. What is one of the feelings that he had? Because remember, we've been talking about emotions, and I want you to tell me how the little girl feels as well. And the same thing will be found on our question